And good morning, this is Natalie with Discover Real Estate, and I have exciting news for you today. It's Valentine's Day, and yesterday I had another ultrasound, so this is a cancer update, and it is smaller. It is 23% smaller. I have from the last ultrasound to this ultrasound, and I compared the volume and did the deduction, and so I am super happy to announce finally that it is shrinking. I've had incredible faith in trying to cure myself from cancer. I knew there's so many people that have done this themselves, and I'm just going to keep throwing one natural cure after another at it until I finally find the magic bullet that works for me, and I finally found it. So, and it's actually in the Bible, which is kind of amazing to me. I've been praying to God constantly to find me the solution and the cure to fix this and to cure myself naturally without going through the harmful chemo and radiation and prescription drugs and that kind of stuff. So I'm super happy to tell you that my cancer is a lot smaller. 23% reduction is huge, especially considering it's only been 3 weeks since I've been on this new therapy. And 2.5 of these weeks, I have had bronchitis brought on by inhaling dust from the construction going on behind my house. So, well, not construction really, but they cleaned up the empty lot back there. Someone finally rented that building. And so all the dust from the years of cat poop, raccoon poop, iguana poop, possum poop, all blew into my house on the day when they cleaned up that lot. And so I got bronchitis from the dust. So I have a feeling once I get rid of the bronchitis totally, I'm going to heal even faster from the cancer. So the two big things that I've changed, I'm continuing to do like my smoothies, taking the garlic supplements, the guanabana supplements and stuff, all the things that have, supposed cancer cures. So I'm continuing with all of that. And then the two things that I've added that I can say are the reason why it's finally shrinking. Number one is iodine. 2 or 3 times a day, I put a lot of iodine on my boob so that it sucks in. So I was told, a friend of mine told me that her friend cured herself that way. So I've been doing that. But the big thing that I think is really making the difference is something that's from the Bible. And it's kind of, I was resistant to it at first because I'm like, that's kind of gross. But it's drinking your own urine. Because basically, I'm not a doctor, so you have to get your own medical advice. But basically, from my understanding of this, and this was recommended to me by a holistic doctor here in town, Dr. Karina, who has the Chinese medical clinic on the last road going out of town. And so she studied Chinese medicine, and she recommended this to me. And I did a lot of research on it, but it is actually in the Bible. And basically what it does is when you drink your own urine, your body produces antibodies against whatever's going on in your body. So when you drink your own urine, you're kind of like vaccinating yourself against what's going on in your body. Is my basic understanding of how it all works. But I want to do some more research in it. There's a couple of books that have been written about it. Other than, just like the stuff I've read on the internet and talking to her and her recommendations and stuff. But it can cure a lot of things. And if you listen to mainstream media, they tell you, oh, no, don't drink your own urine. It's so bad. Because Big Pharma doesn't want you to cure yourself. And so Big Pharma is the ones that teach all the doctors all the information. They're the ones who control what doctors learn. And so doctors have to, they learn what Big Pharma teaches them. They have to follow that or they can lose their license. And so I don't blame doctors for not knowing this, but it is a cure for a lot of things that ail you. So if you've got issues, no matter what it is, check it out. It might help you. So find a naturopathic doctor that knows about the therapy, that can advise you and teach you the right thing to do. So that's the big things that I've been doing is the iodine and drinking my own urine. I like the first urine in the morning is the most important. There's, and having a clean diet is super important. Just ask Ricardo. So he's tried it, and when he's had like a bad night of drinking and smoking cigars and eating a lot of meat, it doesn't taste too good. But my diet's been like super clean, super good. So it really just tastes a little salty, and that's about it. So, but I can tell, like one day I had a cookie and it didn't taste good after the cookie. So, and I've been avoiding all grains also. I have a little bit now and then, but I'm trying to avoid grains as much as possible, and that seems to be helping a lot. Especially, I have some discoloration here and here, which I was told was sun damage, but it makes no sense that I have sun damage on my neck. So when I cut out the grains, this seems to be fading. So I'm happy about that it's fading. And I'm just ecstatic that my cancer shrunk 23% in 3 weeks. Well, 3.5 weeks about. So I am super, super happy about that. I can't wait to do another update in another month. And hopefully once my bronchitis is cured, that I still got a little bit of a raspy voice from it, that the cancer will cure even faster. Or another possibility is the bronchitis is brought on too by the fact that my cancer is dying and fluffing off and getting into my system, and maybe that's causing the bronchitis also. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I'm just kind of guessing at some of these things, but all I can tell you is something's working. And I contribute it to the iodine and the drinking of my own urine, which is kind of, you think about it, it's kind of like, I don't know about that. It took me a little bit to try it the first time, but once you try it, it's not too bad. So, and it just is something. It was a little bit of a stigmatism for me at first, and so I was like, I don't want people to know I'm drinking my own urine. But I'm over it now, because if it's curing my cancer, I don't care who knows what I'm doing. I'm happy the cancer is finally shrinking. So that is fantastic news for Valentine's Day, and I hope everybody has a great Valentine's Day, spending it with the ones you love, whether it's a human or an animal. Just spread the love and have a great day. I love my life. Come join me.